All right, well, guys, it is 100% time to get started. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I want to just introduce myself. So, as I mentioned, you guys are 100% in the right place for today's HEO webinar, the quick way to build a 1,000 person list, even in an industry that doesn't know you yet. I know that there are probably many folks out there who are either running their own business, or as you've already heard from some of the folks who are joining us here today, are representing a client's business or another brand. And are really interested in building an email list. An email list is a fantastic asset. It's really important for your business, especially, obviously, if you are doing any kind of brand building or marketing online, okay? So here's how you can communicate with me throughout the webinar. Right in the GoToWebinar panel, there's a little questions option. And at any point, you can pop in a question, make a comment, say hello. And I'll do my best to keep an eye on that as we go. That said, I'm absolutely going to save some time for Q&A at the end of the webinar, so don't be too stressed if you've got a burning question you really want to know the answer to, but you don't have a chance to ask it, or I don't have the chance to answer it during the webinar. That's okay. Go ahead and pop it in anyway, and I will pick it up eventually as we get to Q&A. So in the next 35 minutes, you'll learn. I'm going to try to move quickly because we have a lot of content. First, how to steal your competitor's list, obviously in a totally open and honest way. Second, you're going to learn why no one is opening your email. So for some of you, you may already have an email list. We've talked to a few people here that already do. But you might not be getting the open rate and the responses, the click-through rate that you really, really want. Okay, and those metrics are super important. If you're not getting opens and clicks, your email list is not doing you that much good. I'm going to share with you a strategy on exactly how to do that. And then we're also going to learn the one button that will double your new email leads that you're getting. I've got some great stats to share with you, and I'm going to share with you one specific button you can push to double the number of new email leads that you're getting in. And as I mentioned, I'm definitely going to save some time at the end for some live Q&A. I'm happy to take any questions that you have. So let me just tell you a little bit about us. Again, I'm Chris. There's my ugly mug there in the upper left. I do marketing here at HEO, and HEO loves, we absolutely heart small business. HEO is a platform built to help small businesses with social campaigns and promotions, things like giveaways, photo contests, giving away free content, anything you can imagine to help you get engagement and new leads from social media. And I'm particularly excited to be with you guys today and to be working with HEO. And also, we've had the opportunity to be featured in a number of great outlets online. We've got a few brands here like All Facebook, Social Media Examiner, the Wall Street Journal, among others. So we've been really pleased to be able to be featured in some great news outlets. So now that I know a little bit, now that you know a little bit about me, I would love to learn a little bit about you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and share a poll with you. Launch that now. I really want to know, who are you? What type of business are you? Take a moment if you can and answer my poll. Are you a startup, a very small business that's sort of just you and less than $100,000 in revenue? Are you a small business, 1 to 10 employees? Or are you a large business with over 10 employees and over $500,000 in revenue? Or are you an agency working with clients? I would love to learn a little bit more about you. And you've got, we just crossed 50%, so over 50% of you have answered the poll. I'm going to share these results with you so we can all learn a little bit about each other. Kind of like the beginning of the school year, we all sit around in a circle, talk about who we are and what we like. And so this is us talking about our business and what we do. I'd love to get to 80%. We're at 75%. If we get 80% of you guys to answer the poll, that would be amazing. 77, 78. All right, awesome. Let me close that poll and share the results with you. Okay, cool. So 44% of you would call yourself a startup. You are a sole entrepreneur that probably just started your own business, or maybe you've got a small business that you're doing on the side. I love the side hustle. I'm all about it. 39% of you would call yourself a small or medium business, 1 to 10 employees. 8% of you would call yourself a large business, 10 plus employees and over $500,000 a year in revenue. Fantastic. 8% of you are an agency working with clients. All right, cool. Very, very cool. So that's just a little bit about all of you. All right, awesome. So now that we know each other, let's go ahead and keep rolling. So as we get started here, we're about to dive into the content. I like to start out with a little bit of a story. And this is a parable about two good friends of mine, Paul and Jake. And this is a parable about systems. And I like to share this with you to teach you, to sort of teach a principle, to share a principle with you guys. So Paul and Jake are two friends of mine in this parable from high school. And Paul and Jake both had a crush on a girl, which happens a lot with young guys in high school. So the thing about Paul here on the left, he was Mr. Cool Guy. And the thing about Paul is he had this goal. He wanted to ask this girl out. He wanted to take this girl out that he liked. But that was it. He just had a goal. He didn't have any plans in place. He just kept asking her out. That's all he did. He just kept asking her out. And sometimes she would say, no, I'm seeing somebody else right now. Or sometimes she would say, no, I'm busy that night. Sometimes she would say, look, no, Paul, I just don't like you. But that's it. And Paul just kept asking her out, and that was it. He had his goal, but that was all. And he really didn't get anywhere. He didn't accomplish his goal. So now let me tell you about Jake. Jake also liked a girl, and he had this goal of asking her out, taking her out on a date, but he decided he was going to put a plan together. So see, Jake was a little bit geekier than Paul in a very good way. So what he did is he had this plan. He put this little system in place where he decided, first, I'm going to figure out where the girls I like to hang out. And then I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to make myself go up to each girl in turn and talk to them and get to know them a little bit better. And so that was what Jake did, right? He put this system in place. Now, Jake eventually went out on some dates, met some nice girls, but even more importantly than that, because he had a system in place and he was working towards his goal with that plan, right? He built some great interpersonal skills. He learned how to talk to girls. He asked girls out. He got more confident. He built a self-confidence. So he gained a lot of great tools just because he tried something. He made a plan, put a system in place, and he attacked it. And I am a firm believer in building a system and testing it out. So today, as I share this content with you, I'm going to share with you guys 3 systems. And each one of these is one you can pick up and run with. Okay, and so that is my goal today, is to share with you these 3 systems. So tell me in the GoToWebinar questions right now, give me a big yes if you're with me. Give me a big yes if you're with me and you want to learn these 3 systems. Kimball says yes, Anthony says yes, Susie, Philip, Lori, David. I like yeses with exclamation points and hearts and smileys and stuff like that. Christy says, clever analogy. Of course, I'm with you. Okay, cool. Yes, Clint says. All right, great. Enough of that. Let's keep going. So system number 1, how to steal your competitor's list in a totally ethical and honest way. So here is the system. The system for stealing your competitor's list is to target bloggers who have written about your competitors and get them to write about you. So right now they've written about your competitors. They're sending traffic to your competitors' websites. I'm going to teach you a system that I've used successfully to target those same bloggers and get them to write about you instead. Okay? Here are some of the tools that I use for the job. So step 1 in this system is to figure out what blogs have written about your competitors. Okay, and these are some of the tools I use to do that. So I'm gonna actually grab one right off the bat. The one right front and center is called Similar Web. Okay, so I'm going to just take you there and show you exactly the strategy I use. So Similar Web is one of lots of tools out there that will give you website information. So let's say that because I work in small business marketing tools, let's say that a company called Batchbook is one of my competitors. Batchbook is a small business CRM tool. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Similar Web. I'm going to type in batchbook.com, so I'll put in their website. And Similar Web is going to give me some data. So they're going to reach out onto the interwebs, pull in some data about Batchbook. They give me some rankings. If I scroll down, I can see some estimated traffic there. That's great. I'm going to keep going until I get here, and now I'm starting to get into the money sections. Okay, here's traffic sources, and below that is referrals. And you can see the top 5 sites right here that are sending traffic to Batchbook. Okay, the top 5 sites that are sending traffic to Batchbook. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick one, and let's go with this one right here, themotherhood.com. Okay, so this is one of the sites that's sending traffic. So that is step 1, right? Identify, and I'm not going to show you with every one of these tools. I showed you with this one, but you can use any of those tools that I shared with you. But step one is to identify sites that are sending traffic to your competitors. So SimilarWeb is telling me that themotherhood.com is one of them. So I'm going to go there. Let's see if I can, maybe I can type. There it is, themotherhood.com. Social media influencer marketing. Okay, cool. This looks like, yeah, I would love to get them linking to my business instead of to my competitors. Okay, so that was step one. Now, step two is I have to get their email. I've got to reach out to the Motherhood. I've got to get their email. Now, there are a few different ways that you guys can do this. One way is simply by tweeting to them. Tweet is a really simple way to get a message out there. If they're active on Twitter, you can tweet a message to them right away and say something really simple like this. Hey, have an idea to run by you. What's the best way to connect? What's the best email to send a screenshot to? Curious if you've heard of my idea. Can I send you a quick email? Okay, so let me go back to themotherhood.com. Normally, if I don't see social icons at the top, I scroll all the way to the bottom, and will you look at that? There are the social icons. So the Motherhood is on Twitter. I could tweet to them right now, and I could try to get their email address that way. Another way to try to get their email address is simply going to the Contact Us section of their website. Okay, almost every blog out there has a form, has an online contact form that you can fill out and get a message right back from them. Now, I highly recommend being really short and crisp with your communication. More on that later. So when you're filling out this contact form, you don't want to say something really verbose. You just want to say something like, hey Jessica, or hey team at the Motherhood, got an idea, please ping me when you get this. Something like that. Now let me go back to the Motherhood here, because I want to see if they have a contact. I don't see a contact button, but I do see About Us. Okay, there's contact. Let me click on contact. All right, boom, there is their website form. And will you look at that? There is their physical address, their email address, and their phone number. Right away, I could reach out to them. I've got a number of different channels I can reach out to them. That is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, cool. So that is another way to get their email address, contact form on the website. Okay, another really simple way. If they're a company that's selling a product, go to their terms of service, their privacy policy. You'd be surprised some of the places where you can grab an email address just to help you connect with that other party. And if all else fails, here's my magic bullet, okay? Mailtester.com is a site that tells you if an email address will work or not. Tells you if an email address will work or not. So if I wanted to reach out to Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, and I could go here and use trial and error and find out that, yeah, his email address is likely jeff@amazon.com. So that's another tool I use to find an email address. Susie says, this is cool. And she also says, can this be true? It absolutely can, Susie. So tell me right now, guys, if this is eye-opening for you, type wow in the GoToWebinar questions. If this is eye-opening for you, type wow in the GoToWebinar questions. Okay, Katie, Anthony, Marcy, Trent, Marsal, Karen, lots and lots of people saying wow. Wow, great tools, Colleen says. Okay, good. I will keep going then. I'm assuming you guys are learning, so I will keep going. So that was step two, get their email address. Here are some of the tools I use for the job. Now, for those of you that are furiously trying to jot down these tools as I get to each slide, don't worry. I'm recording this webinar, and we're going to send out the replay to everybody. Okay, everybody who's on the webinar right now will get access to this replay. Okay, so don't stress about getting everything down. I do think it's really smart to take notes, though, so feel free to keep taking the occasional note when you feel inspired by something that you're learning. Okay, so step three. Now, we've identified who's writing about our competitors and sending them traffic. We've gotten their email address or their contact information. Now it's time to pitch them. So I have so much to say about how to send a really good cold pitch email. However, let's just cut to the chase. Here's how I do it, just very simply. Make sure you use a subject line that is really crisp. Again, more on that later. Something like an idea, following up. If you got their address from Twitter, following up from Twitter. Don't use something really overly explanatory in a subject line like email about an idea to write an article for your blog or something like that. You want to keep it short. Connecting, a question, something that is going to entice them to open the email. That is the point of the subject line. For the body of the email, you want to keep this relatively short and sweet. Hey, Melissa, I saw this article. Drop in a link. I saw it did super well. Do you think your audience would like an article about the top 10 best performing social campaigns of 2015? The goal of that email is to get them to respond. So make sure that you're nice and crisp with the actual content of your email. All right, cool. So that is how I would pitch them. Now, when they write back, you want to ask them, do you want me to take, because ideally they write back to an email like this and say, that would be a great topic for my audience. If not, right, you have to come up with another idea. But if let's assume that they respond in the positive. Well, what do you want to say? You want to say, hey, do you want me to take a stab at writing an article for you? Or if you've already got something on that topic, just shoot them a link from Dropbox or Google Drive directly to the draft. Well, hey, I've got a draft of this topic already. Would you be interested in sharing this with your audience? Okay. Again, the goal when we get to the end of this system, right, this 3-step system, is that they now have an article by you that they're posting so that their readers are now coming to your site instead of to your competitors. That is how you ethically steal traffic directly out of the grasp of your competitors. So that is step 3. Okay, before we get to system 2, let me do a quick recap because I want to make sure you guys got that. So again, how to steal your competitors' list. We're targeting bloggers who've written about your competitors. You're going to use tools like Alexa, SimilarWeb, or BuzzSumo, among others, to find out who is sending traffic to your competitor's website. You're going to then get their email from one of a variety of methods. You might tweet to them, you might get their email right from their website, or at least be able to fill out a contact form. You might even get their email from their privacy policy or website terms of service. Or if all else fails, you can use mailtester.com and a little bit of trial and error to actually grab their email address. All right, cool. Hopefully you guys are still with me. You're still watching my screen because here we are. We're moving on to system number 3. Oh, I forgot. Step 3, pitch them. Be crisp, be short and sweet, get right to the point. All right, so system number 2. Hopefully you guys are watching my screen. Why no one is opening your emails. As I said, often we have an email list we're excited about, but maybe we're just not getting the open rate that we really, really want. Okay, so take a look at my screen right now to read this slide. The system that I'm going to teach you right now is the knock-knock method. The knock-knock method. All right, so in order to really accurately teach you guys the knock-knock method, I'm going to see if I can say hi to my friend Shaliza again. She was very nice. Because I need a volunteer, and I'm going to volunteer Shaliza if I can find her. All right, Shaliza, it's Chris again. Are you with me? I just unmuted you.
Yeah, hi, I'm here.
Hey, Shaliza. All right, you're back. Good. Do you mind helping me with a little demonstration here as we get into system number 2?
Okay.
You're like, I don't know if I should say yes. Do you know what a knock-knock joke is?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a really goofy little knock-knock joke that my 9-year-old daughter told me. This is going to, and you're going to help me with it, okay? All right, so,
Okay.
Shaliza, knock-knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
Oh, Shaliza, I didn't know you could yodel. All right. Okay, so that's my goofy knock-knock joke. So Shaliza, I'm gonna keep you unmuted as I talk through this system. It's pretty quick, but I think it'll be helpful to have you on as well. Okay. All right. So
okay.
Here we go with the knock-knock method. So step 1. Okay, this is all about how we can get people to read more of our emails. So I'm going to use that knock-knock joke that I just told Shaliza to break down how to think about the email. So step 1, knock-knock is your subject line. When I said knock-knock, the whole point was I wanted you, Shaliza, to say who's there, right? The goal of your subject line is for them to say who's there, for them to click and open your email. Don't overdo it with a subject line. Don't overthink it. You want to be authentic with your subject line. You don't have a subject line that says, free shoes when your email is about swimming pools. But so you got to be authentic, but don't overthink it either. Your subject line is simply the first step in the knock knock joke. It's the knock knock. Assuming that they've opened your email, them opening is them saying who's there, right? So assuming that they've opened your email, little old lady, that's the copy in your email, the actual meat of the joke, the content. The meat of the content is the copy in your email. And what do you want that? When you send someone an email, Shaliza, and they open it, what is it you want them to do once they've opened the email?
Click the link.
Click the link, right? Most commonly, you want them to take some action, probably clicking a link, right? So the copy in your email should be totally focused on getting them to take that action, to click through to the spot that you want them to the URL that you want them to. So that is what the copy in your email is for. It should be enticing and compelling, and should be very crisp and to the point. Them clicking, if they want to click, if they're interested, they'll say little old lady who. They'll click. Okay. Once they've clicked, that's it, right? Now you're on to what's most important. You've taken them directly to your landing page, to your website, to your blog post, whatever the content is you want them to consume. You've taken them there. So, Shaliza, is that analogy help? My goofy knock knock joke analogy, is that helpful?
Yes, very.
Okay, cool. So do you think this is something that we often overthink as online marketers? Like we worry too much about all this stuff. We don't necessarily just focus on, well, what's the one thing I want the reader to do? You ever find that to be the case?
Yeah, I think I write too much in mine.
You think you write too much in yours? Yeah, I think we probably all get a little wordy with emails at times. So awesome. Well, Shaliza, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I will let you go back to being a listener. All right, so that is the system. Think about your email like a knock knock joke. Remember, if you're fake, you're inauthentic, or you're boring, they will not click. You want to be interesting, you want to be compelling, but you also want to be authentic to your brand, to your content. Okay, using gimmicks, sending them an email with a subject line that's like, click here, the secret to life or whatever. Click here to win $1 million, or anybody who actually clicks that is just going to be disappointed, right? Be authentic to what you are offering. My recommendations with this system are to provoke curiosity, to create urgency, and to be authentic. Be authentic to your brand. People can see right through you if you're phony. See right through you if you're phony. Jefferson asked the question, should the link be made through Bitly so the link can be tracked? It's a great question, Jefferson. What I will tell you is you want to make sure that you're using a reputable email marketing platform that can give you some of that reporting. Bitly links are helpful too. You can always use a Bitly link. But using an email marketing tool will also be helpful. All right, cool. A quick recap of that system. Just a real fast recap of that system. You like my picture here of the little boxing match? Using the knock knock method, right? This is system number 2. Okay, the knock knock is your subject line. The goal of the subject line is simply to get them to open your email. If they open, that's like them saying who's there in the knock knock joke. They're willing to take a little step further. Then you can say a little more. You can give them the copy in your email, which should be crisp, compelling, and authentic. That's them saying little old lady. And if you're interesting enough, they will say little old lady who, that's click. They will click the content in your email. They'll call to action your email, and they'll go straight to your content. That is exactly, ideally, what you want to happen. Provoke curiosity, create urgency, be authentic. Awesome. Okay, on to system number 3. So for those of you who might have gotten distracted because a colleague needed to talk to you, or you're multitasking while you're answering email, just refocus, recenter yourself back on my screen. We're going to go a little further here with system number 3. And this one I am really, really excited about. This actually, I'm going to share some proprietary information that we found here at Heyo by seeing thousands of customers run social campaigns. So I'm particularly excited about sharing this with you. So take a look at my screen. So I'm not going to tell you what the one button is just yet. I want to show you a couple of things first. I want to let you guys guess, okay? Because guessing is fun, right? This is a photo contest by one man. This is their photo contest. This is their photo contest on mobile. Here are the results of their photo contest. These are the tweets that people who entered and voted sent about the one-man photo contest. They got a ton of engagement, ton. This is Amy's campaign for Mixed Bag Designs. It was a giveaway. This was Amy's giveaway on mobile. Here are some of the results for Amy's campaign. She got almost 1,800 people to view her campaign. She captured almost 600 emails for a conversion rate of 30%. 30% of people who saw this campaign entered their email address. That is a pretty great conversion rate. Pretty great conversion rate. All right, that was Amy. Here's one more. It's a funny name, King Tut's Wawa Hut. Here's their campaign. Here's their campaign on mobile. Here's their campaign's results. 4,640 impressions led to 2,668 emails captured for a conversion rate of over 57%. 57%. That is phenomenal. I would love to get a conversion rate that high. That's a phenomenal conversion rate. Okay, so let me pause here. Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. Dave says, holy crap. Dave, you took the words right out of my mouth. Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, everyone. What do you think the one button that can double the number of email leads you get, what do you think that one button does? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. Susie says, heyo. It's a good guess, Susie. It's a good guess. Okay, good. These are really good answers. Okay, Otha says share. Levi says submit. Kimball says click here. Philip says no clue. Philip, I love the honesty. Teresa says the countdown creates urgency. That's this little countdown here. That's a really good guess. Okay, share, submit, enter, get. Okay, Dawn. Dawn got the answer. Dawn, genius. Okay, so Dawn said the answer. Let me show you some stats. These are some stats about mobile usage on social media. 52% of all Facebook users are only using Facebook from their mobile phone. 52%. How many people are using Facebook at all? 1.6 billion. Facebook has 1.6 billion, that's billion with a B, right here in the middle now, active users. 1.6 billion active users. Over half of those users are only going to Facebook from their mobile phones. Only going to Facebook from their mobile phones. 400 million people are using Instagram. Instagram is almost entirely a mobile application. Almost entirely a mobile application. Another really cool stat, these are all highly tweetable, by the way. Feel free to just steal these and tweet them yourself, no problem. These, by the way, all came from Facebook's Q4 2015 earnings release. These all came from that release. The average time that a Facebook user spends every day on Facebook is 40 minutes per day. That's a crazy amount of time. Crazy amount of time. Can you believe that number? It's almost unbelievable. So yes, the one button that you can push to double the number of email leads you get is to make sure that your campaign or your landing page is mobile responsive, mobile friendly. We found across all of our customers, we look at all of their campaigns because we can see the traffic coming to our customers' campaigns. And in aggregate, I can tell you that the average traffic from mobile and tablet to our customers' campaigns is about 60% of all entries. All people entering their contact information into our customers' campaigns, 60% of them are coming from mobile and tablet. And the range for a customer is anywhere from 45 to 80%. So some customers have 80% of their traffic coming from mobile. It's crazy. Dave says, can totally vouch for these, not limited to millennials either. Dave, great point. So that is the magic button. right? Is how to make it mobile. Now, I can show you exactly how to do this if you would like. If you would like me to do a quick demo and show you the one button and show you how to make sure that your campaign is 100% mobile responsive and mobile friendly, go ahead and comment demo in the GoToWebinar questions. And you guys know I like capital letters and exclamation points and smileys. I love character. So say demo and just say no if you don't want me to. That's fine. I don't want to share anything with you guys that is not valuable. Okay, I'm getting a lot of demos. David, Bryce, Shaliza, Andrew, Len, Danielle, Teresa, Jocelyn, Judy. Demo baby, says Kimball. All right, Kimball. Okay. I actually haven't seen any no's yet. I'm not being demo dude. Ted says demo dude. Okay, cool. All right, everybody wants a demo. We will do a quick demo. Okay, now there are any number of different ways that you could make your campaign totally mobile responsive. Okay, totally mobile responsive. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this on our platform because I know it best. Our platform is Heyo, as I've already mentioned. Now, I would love to use one of your actual websites to build my campaign, so I can use a real live example. So in the GoToWebinar questions, if you'd like me to use your business as an example for building this campaign, go ahead and pop the URL to your website right into the GoToWebinar questions. Right into the GoToWebinar questions. Okay, a lot of really cool. iFamilyKC.com, Winter Home Services. Cool. JAF Gifts. Wow, lots of really cool. You cannot be replaced.com. That's a cool name. Okay, I'm gonna try this one here. Go back up to my. I don't even know if I can get this name right. Sugarlift. Ooh, this is pretty. A nice website. Okay, let me see if I can get the owner of this website on the phone, and I'm gonna butcher their name, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So I think it's Siobhan. I've unmuted you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, help me out with your name. How do I pronounce it?
Siobhan.
Siobhan. Okay, I didn't do.
Yeah.
I mean, I did bad, but not so bad, right, Siobhan? So tell us just give us like the 30-second overview on Sugarlift. What do you guys do?
So basically, we're an online gallery and art advisory service. So people can come in and take a survey with us, and we'll, pick out art that's going to fit their style, space, and budget. We do it all, most of it through mobile, but we also work with a ton of artists, so we can source artwork from all kinds of places.
Wow. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, this is great. Okay, do you mind if I use Sugarlift for my example?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, can I kind of keep you unmuted and maybe ask you some questions as I go?
Sure.
All right. Okay, cool. So here I go. So there are lots of different types of campaigns I could show you how to do. I'm going to keep this relatively simple, and I'm going to show you how to run a giveaway and how to make that mobile, because that's probably the most common type of social campaign that we see run here at Heyo. So I'm going to go ahead and call this art giveaway. There are a number of things I can do within the Heyo platform. I'm going to go right here to the top and run a social contest. I'm moving kind of quickly here, everyone, so just bear with me again. Don't worry. This is being recorded. I'll send out the replay. Don't stress about knowing exactly what I'm doing. Just watch my screen. I'm going to go ahead and click on this sweepstakes template. So here that is, Siobhan. I'm going to click Save and start editing. Okay. Now, you'll notice that here I've got kind of my canvas right here front and center. On the right-hand side, I've got options on how I can edit my canvas. So the first thing I want to do is, we've got some sample content in here. I want to get rid of that, right, because this is for Sugarlift. So I'm going to go ahead and click the header image. I'm going to go back over here to your website. Now I can either upload an image or I can paste in a URL to an image. I'm just going to right-click on the logo from your website, copy the image address, go back to Heyo, just paste that in. Boom. That was pretty easy, right? All right, cool. So now let's say, Siobhan, that for argument's sake, let's say we're going to give away a piece of artwork. I'm assuming that would be relatively on point for your audience. Is that fair?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. So I see some really beautiful prints here, which are perfect. Okay, I used to live in New York, so I love that. I think this is a New York subway platform. Awesome. Now, again, I can upload here, but this is so easy. I'm going to go ahead and copy the image address again. So this time I'm going to click on this hero image right here on the right-hand side. paste in the link to my print. Wow, that looks really good. Now, the countdown timer here, there are any number of lengths of time I can set. It's set to about 10 days right now, which for a giveaway is a pretty good amount of time. So I'm going to leave that at 10 days. Down here right below the print, I can put in some marketing copy. I can also put in some rules. So I'm just going to say enter your email to win this beautiful print. How much would this print cost, Siobhan, if I was purchasing this from Sugarlift?
Different costs depending on size, but either $195 or $295.
Okay, let's say it's $300. Okay, that's great. I like that. That's really good value. Valued at $295. Now, I've got total control here. I can make this font bigger. Let's make it like a nice large size. I could center it if I wanted to. I can also change the font type. I've got some nice options here. Let's go with just the Montserrat. That might be nice. Okay. I can change the color if I want to make this stand out. Let's make it like, just for the sake of making it bold, let's make it a really bold red. Okay, cool. So you get the idea, right, Siobhan? Like I can kind of edit this, customize it a little bit. Now, do you guys do email marketing at Sugarlift, Siobhan?
We do, yeah.
You guys use an email marketing platform? Who do you use?
We use MailChimp.
Use MailChimp. Okay. So right here on the left-hand side is where it would capture new leads. If I click on that, I've got a number of different email marketing services I can choose from. This list is growing all the time, but it's really, really smart to connect it straight to your email marketing platform. So you can connect to MailChimp. I can go right in here. It'll sync to my account. I can pick the email list I want to send leads to, and I'm off to the races. So that's really clean. Every new lead that comes in would be put right into your MailChimp account, which is really, really nice. I've also got some share options here. Now, these are really important because as soon as someone enters, you want them to ideally like, share, and tweet about this competition. So let's go ahead and delete this sample text, and let's say something like, I just entered to win a beautiful, stressful typing live, Siobhan, because I could make a mistake. It's a little stressful. To win a beautiful and modern framed print from, I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but let's pretend you are, at Sugarlift.
We are.
Awesome. Check it out. All right, so boom. We've got that set up. We can also, I'm assuming you guys are on, you go back to your website. Okay, cool. Here's the link, right, to your Facebook page. I'll just copy that link. And I can paste that here so that everybody who clicks like on this competition, likes your Facebook page. Oops, that did not do exactly what I wanted it to do. So that you build your Facebook fan base as you go, which is also really, really helpful. Go ahead and grab that. Very cool cover image on Facebook, Siobhan.
Thank you.
We'll put that on the Facebook page to like there. Okay, awesome. So, all right, how do you think this is looking so far? I mean, I realize I've taken like 3 minutes here, but how do you think it looks?
Looks good.
All right, looks pretty decent, right? Let's go ahead and move on just to see what the next steps would be, because we want to get to that magic button again. So I'm going to click Save and Preview. This is kind of my last stop to check things over, make sure I'm happy with how things look. And then once I am, I can actually preview this on different devices. Now, this is fully publishable to Facebook, and I can also publish this to a web landing page as well, if I'd like. Now, here is that button I was talking about. Siobhan, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so I'm just going to click Preview here. Boom. So the great thing about this template is it's already mobile responsive. So just by making sure that I publish to mobile, I can literally double the number of email leads that come in. Another way to put that, an important way to think about it, is that if you're not mobile, you're losing out on half of your potential leads. By our research and our analytics, you're losing out on probably more than half. Again, I said internally we're seeing about 60% of leads come from mobile. But let's approximate and say you're losing at least half of your potential leads. But right here, you've got a beautiful, looks great, nice and big, it's easy to enter from mobile, and it is ready to go. Pretty cool, huh?
Very awesome.
Okay, awesome. Great, great, great. And then when I'm done, all I do is I would click publish, choose the Facebook page to which I want to publish, because I click publish to Facebook as an option. I'm just publishing this to a test page, Siobhan, so don't worry, no one's going to see it.
Gotcha.
And then Heyo gives you this smart URL, this single link that you use to promote your campaign, and anybody who clicks it from a desktop is going to get the right experience for a desktop or a laptop. Anybody who clicks from a phone or a tablet is going to be routed to the right experience for mobile, and it's going to look terrific. All right, cool. Awesome. Siobhan, you have been fantastic. Thank you so much for helping me out on this.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Awesome. So, all right, let me go back to our slides, everyone. Okay. Whew. We've covered a lot of ground. And actually, we're not doing so bad on time. We're right around, I said 35 minutes. I think from when I started, we're at like almost exactly 35 minutes. So that is how, just to again quickly review that is how we can leverage the power of mobile to double our potential new email leads coming in. Okay, and I showed you exactly how to do that. I used Heyo, our platform, to do that. You can do it any number of different ways. So far you've learned, let's just do a quick recap, how to steal your competitor's email list in a totally open and honest way. You do that by targeting bloggers, reaching out to them who are already sending traffic to your competitors and getting them to send that traffic to you instead. We've learned what to do when no one is opening your emails, the importance of breaking down and thinking about the different components of an email, the subject line, the content, the call to action, making sure you're doing exactly the right thing with each piece to optimize your email for open rate and click-through rate. We've also learned the one button you can push to double your email leads coming in, and how that is the case, right? It's because of the power of mobile. So stay tuned. We've still got live Q&A. I want to take your questions live. I'm really excited about that. So at this point, I want to get some feedback from you guys. Yes or no? Have you learned at least 2 new things from this webinar today? If you have, please say yes in the GoToWebinar questions. If you have not, say no. I love honesty. I want to hear honesty. All right. Yup. Will this be posted for on-demand viewing? Harry, yes, it will. I will send out the replay link tomorrow. No worries. Yes, lots of yes. Clint says totes. Clint, Brett, you're cracking me up today. Absolutely. Yes, Chris. Levi says, no, I was late. Levi, no worries. You're going to get a replay link tomorrow. Katie says, really like the idea of stealing competitors' email list. Yeah, it's a great idea. Okay, Stuart's like, great idea. We can learn more. I've learned a bunch. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so one more question for you guys. So the tool I just showed you how to use is our tool, Heyo. A question for you. Are you interested in learning a little bit more about Heyo pricing? And specifically, I can share with you what pricing is like for everyone. But because you guys are being such an awesome audience, I've been pulling you off mute and talking to you live, and you've been rolling with the punches, and you've been giving me lots of feedback. I've got a special bonus offer that I wanted to make to you today and provide you guys today as well. So I would be able to share that with you as well. Are you interested in learning about that? If so, type bonus directly in the GoToWebinar questions. If not, type no. Again, I really, really want to only share with you guys what you already want to know. Okay, getting a lot, yeah, wow. Lots of people typing bonus. I see some really great questions about what Heyo can do. I promise I will get to that. Philip, I hear you, man. I'm right there with you. A bonus wouldn't hurt either. Okay, lots and lots of, thanks, Philip. Lots and lots of people saying bonus. Okay, awesome. All right, I will share with you. I will try to be brief. Nobody said no, which I'm really thrilled with. Okay, take a look at my screen. I'm going to kind of let this unfold. Here's what's included with every Heyo package. You can launch up to 3 campaigns at a time. You can have a giveaway live. You can have a photo contest live. You can have a lead capture page with offering a free PDF live. And you can have those live across 3 different clients, 3 different Facebook pages, whatever you want. You can run up to 3 campaigns at the same time. You got access to photo and video contest templates. I shared with you that one-man competition, which is a good example of a photo contest. You got access to giveaway and sweepstakes templates. Shared with you a couple of examples of those as well. The giveaway or sweepstakes, that's our highest converting contest. Our highest converting template. And generally, we see that convert at 20% and higher, which is really, really great. It's a great way to build new email leads. Access to lead generation templates. If you're looking to, just have an email, a sign-up page for your email list. If you're looking to give away a free download, a free PDF. If you're looking to have a page where people can request a quote. So those are all good examples of more evergreen lead generation templates. We've got those as well. Okay, somebody asked the question about who we integrate with. We have direct email marketing integrations with pretty much all the biggest services: MailChimp, Aweber, Constant Contact, MadMimi, Infusionsoft, Ontraport, Campaign Monitor. I think I'm missing a few, and we're adding more all the time. We've got 2 being built right now as we speak, and I'll even give you guys a little preview. They are GetResponse and iContact, both being built as we speak, and will be live shortly. So we've got lots and lots of great email integrations. Again, that magic button, mobile versions of your campaign so you can capture mobile leads. Heyo is totally designed for beginners. I hope you guys got a feel for that in my quick demo. I know it was quick, but it's a really simple, intuitive, very visual user interface. You don't need to code at all. You don't need to go through page after page of setting up forms, filling out forms, and complicated campaign setup. It's very, very simple. It's also a totally approved application that integrates directly with Facebook. So if you want to publish these as Facebook apps on your Facebook page, you absolutely can. Absolutely can. Finally, we're really proud of the fact that we offer very, very high touch and super responsive customer support. We provide live trainings to new customers if we need to. Whatever you need, we've got for you. Okay, so that's the stuff everybody gets. You guys are like, well, what would I get, right? I want to see what I get. Okay, so as a bonus for attending this webinar, if you buy right now, we will feature your business in a blog post. Yes, that is 100% accurate. If you sign up for Heyo on this webinar, and you run your first campaign, we will feature your campaign or your business in a blog post. The Heyo blog at blog.heyo.com is a very well-trafficked property with tens of thousands of readers every month, and thousands of people subscribe to that blog that would get a dedicated email about your article. It's actually 100% true. We've done this for customers on occasion, and so we're offering it to you now. Access to a live training that I am holding called How to Run a Successful Contest to help ensure your success with Heyo. One of the things I like to make sure is that when you sign up for our product, you're not alone on an island, that you've got access to everything you need, everything we can give you to be successful. Okay, so I'm going to hold a special live training for everybody who buys on this webinar, only for everybody who buys on this webinar, where I will answer your personal questions. I will pull you off, I will unmute you and talk to you live if I need to make sure you know how to get started using Heyo. We've got a great PDF guide called Picking the Right Prize that I wrote myself, and it's just really helpful in helping you understand. One of the things that we hear from customers a lot is like, what prize, what incentive should I choose for my campaign? And this is a great little guide that also includes 11 high converting ideas that you can just copy for your next campaign. We run a special invite-only mastermind group on Facebook that is extremely helpful. It's basically a place where you can connect with Heyo employees and your peers to get advice and exchange ideas about social media and digital marketing. It's a great, great mastermind group. This is the only way you can get access to it. A downloadable PDF of this information-packed slide deck. I know I shared a lot with you today. I'm going to share the replay with everyone. If you're one of the folks who buys on this webinar, I will also share the slide deck with you. A free ebook. Yes, there's more. A free ebook called The Secret to Stunning Visual Content. This was written by Brooks, a member of our writing team. He is fantastic, and he really, really geeked out on this article that he wrote, which breaks down the science behind what makes a beautiful picture beautiful to us as human beings. And in today's world of social media, images and video are everything, absolutely everything. So I would absolutely recommend The Secret to Stunning Visual Content. I think you'll find it very helpful. I've also got a free 30-minute video that I will send you called How to Discover Content the Newsfeed Loves, which is all about how to get more engagement, more likes, more comments, more shares on social media. And it is extremely helpful. It's professionally produced, and the only way to get it outside of this webinar is to pay for it. It's done through a platform called Creative Live. So I'm going to make that available to you as well. So on the left is everything that comes with a standard Heyo plan. Take a look at my slide right now. This is the perfect summary. On the right is everything you get today if you buy today. And it's kind of hard to put a value on some of these things, like the dedicated blog post. It could mean a lot for your business. But our estimated value on these bonuses is $472. I know that's extremely precise, but we actually estimated the value of each one. So that is the estimated value of these bonuses today. The cost for this package would be $300, which comes with a full year of HEYO plus all of these great bonuses. All of these great bonuses. Purchasing today, I want you to feel totally comfortable purchasing this offer. You can do it, and you can cancel at any time within the first 30 days. There's a risk-free 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. If you buy today and a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, anytime within the first 30 days, you just decide it's not working, you just let us know. We'll give you a full refund, So all you have to do is go to heyo.com/buy to take advantage of this offer. I will tell you that we do have to set a limit on the number that I sell, only because for the blog post and for the personal training, there is a pretty hard cost to us, a fixed cost for us for giving those bonuses out. So to make sure that we can fulfill and do this in the right way, basically give everyone exactly what they're expecting, we're only going to sell 10 of these today. We're only going to sell 10 of these. So we're about to head into Q&A, but I want to give you guys just a moment to kind of consider that. All you've got to do is go to heyo.com/buy if you want to check out and grab this special offer today. Okay, that was a mouthful. Thank you so much for listening. We're going to dive right into Q&A. I'm going to leave this slide up so you guys can think about that. If you've got any questions at all, now's the time. Go ahead and fire them directly and go to the GoToWebinar questions, and I will answer as many questions as we can. Okay, Dave says, can account ownership be transferred to my client if we decide to continue past 30 days? Yes, Dave, absolutely. Can absolutely be transferred to your client. Alexia, is there a monthly rate? Alexia, we don't actually offer a monthly plan. If you go to heyo.com/pricing, you'll see we don't offer a monthly plan. The plan we offer there that you would sign up for through the free trial is the same $300 annual plan you're getting here. You just don't get any of these bonuses. You don't get us writing a blog post. You don't get the training. You don't get the PDF guides, the video, etc. Anthony asks, what's that in sterling? I assume you mean Great British pounds sterling. I have no idea what the exchange rate is right now, Anthony. It's $300 US. That's helpful for you. Okay, great. Let's see. We've got, Daniel says, awesome bonus. Thank you so much. Let's see. What else we got? Do I have to be a professional to use it? Sam asked. I really don't think so, Sam. I really don't think so. You don't have to be a professional to use it. HEYO is really built to be a beginner platform, and one that you don't have to be a software developer to be able to use. Ari asked the question, can the contest be embedded on our site, or does it have to remain on the HEYO landing page? No, Ari, you absolutely embed these into your site. That's very easy to do, and we can help you to do that. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple.